Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com this afternoon from Weld Central High School in Keensburg. It's a Patriot League clash as the visiting Brush Beat Diggers take on the Weld Central Rebels as we start about 9 minutes early. First pitch to Gregory Maris is a strike, and the second pitch by Matt Begler is swung on and fouled back. We'll get to the Beat Diggers starting lineup. Opening pitch brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and Maris strikes out, and Begler is a hard-throwing right-hander. For the Beat Diggers, batting second is Eric Garcia. The third hitter is Mitch Tormolin, the first baseman. Kyle Rosenbrock, the shortstop, bats fourth. Trevor Blake, the catcher, hits fifth. The DH, Ryan Hirschfeld, hits sixth. Second baseman, Jesus Cardenas, bats seventh. And the pitch to Garcia, fastball is up and away. Tyler Monday, the third baseman, hits eighth. And Dylan Acosta in center field will bat ninth. 1 ball and no strikes to Garcia. Wind and pitch. And that fastball is a strike at the knees. Looked a little low, but it was called a strike. And the count is level at 1-1. Gregory Maris will get the ball for the Beat Diggers today, but Begler is a hard-throwing right-hander. And that fastball is inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Cole Leachman at first. Rodrigo Flores at second. Kyle Woodward at third. Tommy Vestal is the shortstop for Weld Central. 2-1 pitch. And the breaking ball swung on and driven deep to right field. That's over the head of Brandon Blackson towards the fence. Garcia's around first, headed into second, and he will have a one-out double here in the top of the first inning as Garcia tattooed that baseball. And that'll bring up Mitch Tormolin. Justin Luton is in left, Tyler Schaefer in center. So we mentioned Blackson in right. Behind the plate is Cord Dunham. So 1 on, 1 out. And here's Tormolin. 3 homers, 21 RBIs. Hitting .345. Stretch and pitch. Fastball is tapped on the right side on the ground towards the first baseman. And the flip to the pitcher covering just in time as Leachman tosses to Begler. That'll go 3-1. And advancing to third is Eric Garcia. So 2 down for Kyle Rosenbrock. Rosenbrock has come on strong lately, a homer and 12 RBIs, hitting .255, and the fastball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes to the freshman. On the top of the first inning, we started a good 9 minutes early here. Start time at 4 o'clock. And the pitch, and tapped down the line, and that is going to be foul. Down the third baseline, and the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. The Beat Diggers 7-2 in Patriot League play, 11-6 overall, in second place in the league. They won 5 straight. Weld Central 8-9 overall, but 6-3 in league play. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 down. The offering, and that goes through the catcher. Here comes Garcia towards the plate. He got a late jump, but he will score sliding, and the Beat Diggers have a 1-0 lead. Call that a pass ball, as Dunham could not come up with that baseball. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Kyle Rosenbrock. Yeah, that one got to the catcher, Dunham, on the fly. And here is the 2-1 pitch, swung on and line down the right field line. If it stays fair, it's trouble, and that is foul. Count is level at 2-2. It's been a while since the Beat Diggers have played on this particular field. I know in Legion play about 9-10 years ago, Brush played here. This is the other baseball field. They've got a second one on the other side of campus here in Keensburg. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. And a pitch, and a bender, and a check swing by Rosenbrock. It's 3-2 as the ball was in the dirt. Beat Digger starting lineup brought to you by T.O. Charlie's. For a great used car truck, if you don't see what you want on the lot, they'll find it for you at T.O. Charlie's, 700 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. The fastball is in the dirt, and Rosenbrock walks. That'll bring up Trevor Blake. Blake had a big RBI single yesterday. No homers, 16 RBIs. That came in the 4-run 7th inning, batting .298 as the Beat Diggers defeated Resurrection Christian by that 7-6 count in Brush. The stretch by Begler, and the pitch, and the fastball is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Eric Garcia doubled and scored on a pass ball moments ago. Rosenbrock with a one-step lead, the offering, and that fastball is inside. 2-0. This is an all-grass infield, so you've got just clay around the bases. That's it. As opposed to the traditional field, which is all clay and then some grass in the infield. Foul tipped into the glove of Dunham on the fastball. And the count is at 2-1 to Trevor Blake. 2 down here in the top of the first inning. No written dimensions, but very shallow. Easy to hit a home run. Swung on and grounded sharply to third on one hop to Woodward. He says, throws to first, and the inning is over. No runs on one hit, no errors, and a man left. It's half an inning complete. The Bee Diggers won. And Weld Central coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Keensburg. Here's the starting lineup for the Rebels. Tommy Vestal, the shortstop, hits first. Tyler Schaefer, the center fielder, bats second. The third hitter is the third baseman, Kyle Woodward. The pitcher, Matt Begler's the cleanup hitter. Batting fifth is the catcher, Cord Dunham. Cole Leachman, the first baseman, hits sixth. Jordan Jones, the DH, hits seventh. The right fielder, Brandon Blackston, hits eighth. And Rodrigo Flores, the right fielder, will hit ninth. For the Bee Diggers defensively, Mitch Tormolen is at first. The second baseman is Jesus Cardenas. Over at third is Tyler Monday. Kyle Rosenbrock in between them at short. Around the outfield, Eric Garcia in left. Dylan Acosta in center. Daniel Soto's in right. Behind the plate is Trevor Blake. And on the mound is Gregory Maris. And Maris, of course, picking up his pitching lately. The Bee Diggers' pitching has been very good as of late, even with some struggles in that seventh inning yesterday. Maris 2-3 with one save and an ERA of 4.1. That might sound high, but that ERA was as high as 12.5 after that game against Holy Family on March the 15th. So stepping in will be Tommy Vestal for Weld Central, hitting from the right side. The Bee Diggers in all gray today, and Weld Central with the red jerseys and the white pants. The pitch. Fastball is upstairs. 1-0 and no strikes. At 1402 Mill Street in Brush, Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for projects around your home, office, or yard. And it's Ackley Building Center. And the fastball's in there for a strike on a swing and a miss. 1-1 to the right-handed hitting Vestal. And Maris delivers. Curveball is popped up and out of play off to the right. And the count is at 1-2. The Bee Diggers with a 1-0 lead. Eric Garcia doubled with one out. Advanced to third on a Mitch Tormolen ground out, then scored on a pass ball. And Maris with the 1-2. And the breaking ball bounces in, went about 50 feet. That backstop is only about, maybe 15 feet behind the catchers. Not a lot of room back there. 2-2. And that is inside. Might have tried to go with a bender. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, if you hit one in the outfield, this ball's going to fly out of here. The dimensions are hitter-friendly. 3-2. Low and away. One with another curveball. I don't know what the Bee Diggers did there. And if that pitch is being called from the dugout, we get curveballs on 2-2 and 3-2 with nobody on. You got to challenge the hitter, and the fastball certainly is the more conventional pitch. And here's Tyler Schaefer hitting from the left side after a leadoff walk. Stretch and pitch. Fastball up and away. 1 and no strikes to Schaefer. That's now 4 balls in a row thrown by Maris. The stretch. Short lead at first, and the pitch. That's a fastball for a strike on the outside corner, thigh high. The count is leveled at 1-1. Follow us pitch by pitch, KSIRsports.com. Tyler Monday playing in at third because of the all-grass infield. Ball will not roll quickly through the infield. The offering. Curveball is way outside. And Maris is just not controlling the curveball early here. Thrown 9 pitches, only 3 strikes. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Bee Diggers with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. Short lead for Vestal at first, maybe a step. squaring to bunt is Schaefer, just showing bunt, and that's not even close. Up and away with a heater. 3-1. Huge game for Brush here. If they win their next 2 games, they could secure a top 8 seed and play a district tournament semifinal at home a week from Saturday. They lose one of these 2 games, and they'll certainly open up on the road. And the 3-1, and squaring to bunt right back to Maris. Maris will throw to second. That's one. Rosenbrock to first. That's late. And let me tell you, Schaefer bunted at a pitch that was way up there. So that'll go 1-6 on the fielder's choice as Schaefer replaces Vestal at first base. And with 1 down, here's Kyle Woodward. Hitting from the right side is the Weld Central third baseman. Stretched by Maris. Again, no lead at first. The pitch swung on and lifted deep in the center field. Acosta's way back, still going back. He tries to settle under it, makes the catch. And retreating to first is Schaefer. There's 2 down in the bottom of the first inning. Woodward gave it a nice ride, but got under it. And with 2 down, here's the cleanup hitter, the pitcher, Matt Begler. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store featuring Morgan County's largest variety, the Brush Grocery Cart. With 1 on and 2 out. Schaefer with a 1-step lead, the stretch by Maris, and the pitch. Fastball inside, runner going to second to throw. Rosenbrock applies the tag, and out at second base is Tyler Schaefer, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We played 1 from Keensburg. It's Brush 1, Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 1-0 Brush leading Weld Central and Keensburg as we head to the second inning. The Bay Diggers will send up the 6, 7, and 8 hitters against the right-hander Matt Begler. It'll be Ryan Hirschfeld, Jesus Cardenas, and Tyler Monday. Hirschfeld, a sophomore, 2 homers, 16 RBIs, and leading the Bay Diggers, hitting a scorching .472. Had 3 hits yesterday, had a bases-loaded walk as well in the 7th inning. The pitch, that fastball is a little bit high and away. 1 ball and no strikes. And both of these pitchers, Begler for Weld Central, Maris for Brush, can bring the heat. The pitch swung on and fouled back, and the count is leveled at 1-1. Digger scored their run as Eric Garcia doubled, advanced to third, and then scored on the pass ball. Hirschfeld awaits the 1-1 offering. The breaking ball is low and away. Ball 2, strike 1 to Ryan Hirschfeld here in the top half of the second inning. Wind in the pitch, and that is down and in. Another heater, 3-1. And Begler right now, 11 balls, 11 strikes to 1+ inning. Hirschfeld in a hitter's count. And the 3-1. And that is upstairs, and he walks on 5 pitches. That'll bring up Jesus Cardenas. Already the second walk issued by Begler. Jesus on the year is driven in 10. And batting .393 is the junior. The pitch swung on and grounded right back to Begler. To second for 1, and Vestal to first, that's 2. That is a 1-6-3 double play in the top half of the second inning. That'll bring up Tyler Monday, who had the sacrifice fly as part of the 4-run 7th. That won the game for the Beat Diggers. No homers, 9 RBIs is the junior. Batting .245. The wind by Begler and the offering. That's a fastball way outside off the glove of Leachman. Check that off of Dunham. 1 ball, no strikes. Follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. You get full stats from every Beat Digger throughout the course of the 2012 season. The wind and the 1-0 to Monday. Swung on and grounded on the right side, headed towards right field for a base hit for Tyler Monday. And the Bay Diggers have picked up their second hit. Unfortunately, it was preceded by a double play. That'll send up Dylan Acosta, the senior center fielder, who has 11 RBIs and batting .308. Excellent average, especially in the 9-hole. Monday with a one-step lead, and the breaking ball is blocked in the dirt by Dunham. 1 ball and no strikes. Welcome home to your hometown grocery store. That's the Brush Grocery Cart. Dunham. And the pitch is swung on and grounded to first. A big hop there for Cole Leachman. He steps on the bag. The inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. An inning and a half complete from Keensburg. Brush 1. Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We go to the bottom of the second inning in Keensburg. Brush 1, Weld Central nothing. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters against Gregory Maris. Matt Begler, who was at the plate when we had a caught stealing of Tyler Schaefer to end the first inning. So Begler will see a fresh count. And incredibly enough, Gregory only threw 5 strikes in the first inning and 8 balls, but escaped with no damage. The pitch, fastball is low. 1 ball and no strikes. The wide and offering. Fastball outside. 2 balls and no strikes. For all of your auto supply needs, stop by Central Auto Parts in Fort Morgan. 2 balls, no strikes. Line and pitch. Swung on, tapped foul up the third base side towards the Weld Central dugout. It's 2-1. Later on, and right here on 1010, we'll have the Nuggets and Lakers game 2 from Los Angeles. Coverage gets underway at 8:05, and that game will start at 8:30. 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball is hit on the ground towards the shortstop, Rosenbrock. A big hop. Throws to first, and there's 1 down in the bottom half of the second inning. That'll send up the 5th place hitter, the catcher, Cord Dunham. Now, Weld Central did not score. They were upset on Saturday right here in Keensburg against Berthoud, a team that's only 4-5. That was a 4-0 Spartans victory. Swing and a miss on a fastball in the inside corner. It's 0-1. But Weld Central's not scored in 2 games. Wind and pitch. Fastball is fouled to the screen. The count goes to 0-2. This is the regular season road finale for the Bee Diggers. Their home finale will be on Thursday against Berthoud. The Bee Diggers win these 2 games. They clinch second place in the Patriot League and more than likely a home slot in the district playoffs. The breaking ball is outside. Excellent waste pitch there, thrown by Maris. 1 ball and 2 strikes, with 1 out and the bases empty in the second. And Brush leading Weld Central 1-0. And the pitch. Curveball is high. 2-2 to the Weld Central catcher, Cord Dunham. Bee Diggers playing Dunham straight away. The offering. A little bit low with a fastball. 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Swung on, grounded left side, and it's going to be Rosenbrock deep in the hole. He'll throw to first, and that is going to be in time on an excellent play by Rosenbrock in the hole to nail Cord Dunham. And there's 2 down in the bottom of the second inning. That was certainly not an easy play. And it's a different feel when you've got the all-grass infield. So the hop was fine, but it was a long throw, and Rosenbrock was able to nail Dunham in the nick of time. Here's Cole Leachman. The pitch. Outside corner with a fastball at the knees for a strike. And it's 0-1. Maris ready. And the offering. Swag and a miss on a fastball at the letters. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes with 2 down and the bases empty. And the pitch. Curveball is hit off the end of the bat on the ground towards the charging Rosenbrock. He's got it, throws in the run. In time, it's a 1-2-3 inning as Rosenbrock made all the plays in that inning for the Bee Diggers. We head to the third inning with a score. Brush 1, Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Keensburg. The Bee Diggers lead the Red Bulls of Weld Central 1-0 here in the top of the third inning. It'll be the top of the order for Brush. Gregory Maris, Eric Garcia, and Mitch Tormolen against the right-hander Matt Beckler. Maris struck out swinging in the opening frame. A lot of feast or famine this year for Gregory. Has been walked 15 times, but has struck out 18 times. It's been hit by 4 pitches as well. Here is the wind and the offering. Fastball, a strike on the outer half of the knees. It's 0-1. Wind and pitch. Swing and a miss. Another fastball. It's no balls and 2 strikes, and Begler is bringing the gas. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Same pitch, same results, and there's 1 down. That'll bring up Eric Garcia, who doubled and scored in the first. And Begler so far has picked up 2 strikeouts, as both are the same hitter, and he's walked 2. Wind and pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball at the letters. The higher he throws it, the harder it is to hit. 4 pitches, 4 strikes for Begler. Garcia awaits the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Another pitch at the letters. You can't hit that one. It's too hard. That is a tough pitch to hit. Want to make sure he gets the ball down in the zone, not that high. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss. That one was lower in the zone, but he couldn't catch up to it. Strikeout number 3, and there's 2 down. That'll bring up Mitch Tormolen, who grounded to first in the first. And Begler's trying to shorten up this game. The Bee Diggers do have a 1-0 lead. And the offering. That is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes off the catcher's glove. Platte Valley Hearing Center getting your hearing to its very best. That's Platte Valley Hearing Center in Fort Morgan. 1 ball, no strikes. That's the first ball thrown by Begler in this third inning. And the pitch swung on, tapped foul up the third base side. Count is level at 1-1. Bee Diggers saw a hard-throwing right-hander yesterday in Aaron Betker of Resurrection Christian, and Begler's trying to bring it even more. 1-1. Fastball, a strike down the middle, thigh high, and it's 1-2. Tormolen digs back in. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball called strike 3. And Matt Begler strikes out the side in order in the third. 2.5 complete. Brush 1. Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bee Diggers 1, the Weld Central Rebels nothing. We hit the bottom of the third inning. And the bottom of the order coming up against Maris. Jordan Jones will lead off. Hitting from the right side. Jones is the DH today. The pitch. Fastball, a strike at the knees. No balls and 1 strike. And Maris loves to work quickly, and he's doing it again. The pitch. Breaking ball, grounded to third, and it's a base hit. Monte dove to his right. Garcia is going to sprint towards that baseball and hold Jones to a single. And for Weld Central, that's their first hit of the game. Here comes the 8th place hitter, Brandon Blackston, the right fielder. Weld Central tried to play small ball in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first, I should say. It did not work. The stretch. Very shortly, the pitch squaring to bunt, and it's a strike. He waved at it, throw back to first. Runner goes to second. Tormolen did not know that. He hesitated. It's going to be a stolen base, and that should be strike 1 to the hitter Blackston, and it is. He waved at that pitch, but it's a stolen base for Jordan Jones. Tormolen caught the ball, and I don't think he knew that the runner was going to second because he just hesitated, and so it's a straight-up steal. The The stretch by Maris, runner in scoring position. The Beat Diggers with a 1-0 lead in the third. The pitch squaring a bunt, and he lays it out in front, and that's going to be a base hit as the ball is bunted towards the shortstop, Rosenbrock, who is playing back. A base hit for Brandon Blackston on that excellent bunt. Advancing Jones to third, and the bottom of the order is getting it done so far for Weld Central. Rodrigo Flores will now hit with Jones at third and Blackston at first. Short leads on both ends. And he pitched to Flores, and the ball hit him in the back with a fastball. And the bases are loaded for Tommy Vestal. Oh, this is gut check time now, because the way Begler's throwing, the Beat Diggers are not going to score too many runs off of him unless they make an adjustment at the plate. Bases loaded, nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. The Beat Diggers with a 1-0 lead that is in serious jeopardy. Here's the wind and pitch. Swung on and fisted in the air. That's going to be caught by, dropped by Monday. Rosenbrock will step on third, go to the plate, and the third time Blake has to apply the tag, and he does. And there's an out there. Runners go to second and third, or first and second, that is. That is one of the oddest double plays I've ever seen. That will go 5 to 6 to 2. And on what turns out to be a drop, that actually helped the Beat Diggers. And there's 2 down. That's a huge break. Here's the stretch and the offering. Swung on and fouled back. And we got to score that somehow here, electronically, which is almost a little bit of a nightmare. And that's swung on and lined on one hop towards Monday. And Monday's trying to tag the runner out. Did he get him? No. On that ground ball. So that'll be an error on Monday. Oh. We'll get to the next hitter here momentarily. The pitch, low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Oh, I guess that scored a fielder's choice. We can never get to the way it's scored here. Swung on and grounded left side. Monday's going to charge to his left. He'll throw on the run low, but in time to retire the hitter. We'll get through this mess momentarily. Weld Central does not score despite having the bases loaded and nobody out. We go to the 4th inning. Excellent play by Monday there. The Beat Diggers lead the Rebels 1-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Beat Diggers were able to dodge a bullet, and the major bullet in the bottom of the 3rd inning. No runs on 2 hits and 1 error committed by the Beat Diggers as they lead Weld Central 1-0 here in the top of the 4th. Kyle Rosenbrock to step in. Line and pitch, and the breaking ball is in the dirt. Rosenbrock walked in the 1st inning. Rush scored their run in the 1st as Eric Garcia doubled and then crossed home plate on a pass ball. 1-0. Swung on and grounded a short. Vestal charges, sets, throws, and there's 1 down in the 4th inning. And with the bases loaded, the Beat Diggers turn to 5-6-2 because Rosenbrock, after Monday dropped the ball, stepped on third base for the force, then threw to home, and Blake had to apply the tag because the force is off at that point. And that's what turned around the bottom of the 3rd. If not, Weld Central could have had the lead. Pitch to Blake. Fastball is grounded to 3rd. A big hop over there for Woodward. Sets and fires to 1st. 2 down on 3 pitches as Blake is now 0 for 2. The Beat Diggers are being very aggressive against this hard-throwing right-hander, Matt Begler. Here's Ryan Hirschfeld. He walked in his first plate appearance. Line and pitch. Fastball, a strike. Belts high. It's 0-1. And Begler kicks and fires in the dirt with a breaking ball. The count is level at 1-1, and Begler could easily go the distance. 43 pitches is all he's thrown through 3 2/3 innings. Here's the wind and offering. Fastball is a strike at the knees. On the outer half, it's 1-2. For all of your title needs, visit Tim Weimer at Northern Colorado Title. New location, but right diagonally across from where they used to be. Breaking ball is lined towards right center field, and that ball is going to be caught on the run by Tyler Schaefer. An excellent play by Schaefer. It's a 1-2-3 inning. We're halfway through the score. Brush 1, Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. 1 run on 2 hits for the Bee Diggers. They've committed an error and left 2 on base. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 LOBs for Weld Central as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Bee Diggers holding that 1-0 lead. It'll be Matt Begler, Cord Dunham, and Cole Leachman, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters against Gregory Maris, who has really relied on his defense, especially on that left side with Rosenbrock at short and Monday at third. The pitch, and the Benders grounded a third, and Monday tried to backhand it, could not. It's into left field. That's going to be Monday's second error of the game. That clearly should have been fielded. And that'll bring up Cord Dunham, who grounded out to Rosenbrock in his first plate appearance. See if we get the courtesy runner over there for Weld Central. Yeah, you got to play the defense with the way Begler's throwing. And just pulled the glove off the ground. And Monday's body language indicating that he's not happy with himself. Northeastern Colorado's hometown savings and loan, with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, is Equitable Savings and Loan. So the courtesy runner, whose name we still don't have. The stretch. Pitch to Dunham. Breaking ball is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Maris gets the sign. And the offering. Swung on and lifted foul down the left field line. Count is leveled at 1 ball and 1 strike. Alan Lang is the courtesy runner for Weld Central at first base. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, nobody out. The Bee Diggers in the bottom of the 4th inning in this very, very fast-moving game lead the Rebels 1-0, but you get the feeling that the Bee Diggers have dodged a few too many bullets. They've got to play sharp baseball here. The pitch. Fastball is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Short lead at first for Lang, a couple of steps. And Maris delivers. Swag and a miss, took something off of that low and away. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bee Diggers at double play depth. And Dunham waits the 2-2 pitch. And the ball hit him on the left arm. He's not happy about that. Second time Maris has hit an opposing batter. That'll bring up Cole Leachman. Leachman grounded out to Rosenbrock at his first at-bat. We'll have another courtesy runner for Weld Central. That'll be Quinn. Don't have a first name, but Lang at second, Quinn at first. And for the second straight inning, the Bee Diggers are in major trouble. And at some point, you just can't get away with these mistakes. But let's see if Maris can pull it off again. "24 strikes and 18 balls. Unfortunately, 2 of those 18 balls have hit batters. So in steps Leachman at 0 for 1. Weld Central may be playing some small ball again. The stretch. Big lead at second for Lang. And Mares delivers squaring to bunt and fouls it back. No balls and one strike. As hard as Maris throws, neither one of those hit batsmen. I mean, they really didn't affect these hitters. It's like it was a tennis ball that hit them because they just took off towards first. That tells you if it doesn't hit you in a bad area, you're okay. Maris looks back, 0-1, squaring to bunt. It's on the inside corner for a strike with a breaking ball. No balls and two strikes. Leachman, the sixth-place hitter in this Weld Central lineup. 1-0 Brush in the bottom of the fourth inning, but 2 on and nobody out for the Rebels. And Maris steps off. So it stays at 0-2. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Greg Mullen is there. Let Greg Mullen work with you to get the discount you desire and the coverage you need. State Farm agent Greg Mullen. 0-2. Curveball is popped up on the right side. Second baseman Jesus Cardenas is right there to make the catch. And there's one out. And every time Maris has needed a clutch pitch, he's made it. But you don't want to rely on that the whole game. The Digger offense has been silent after the first inning. And they've committed the only 2 errors of the game. Here's Jordan Jones. Swinging and missing a bender in the dirt. Nice stop there by Blake. It's 0-1. Jones is 1 for 1. His base hit was right down the third baseline. Monday's got to watch out. Maris looks back to pitch. Swung on and grounded right back to Maris. Maris to second for 1, and Rosenbrock will not make a throw. He had to wait for Rosenbrock to get to the bag. So a smart play on the fielder's choice going 1-6. And runners at the corners with 2 down. So another big hitter that Maris is facing. It'll be Brandon Blackston. Blackston had that bunt single towards the shortstop Rosenbrock, who was playing his normal position. And now the sun has come out here in Keensburg. The stretch. Well, it's a big lead. They're trying to catch a runner between first and second. Now Maris running, and he's throwing towards home. Blake is running the runner back to third. And Blake, will he apply the tag? The tag by Monday. Safe! Safe! Lang is safe at third. And going to second is Jones. Officially a steal for Jones, and they had Lang in a rundown but couldn't execute. So 2 runners in scoring position. That was the old trick of trying to force the man at first into a rundown and have the runner from third score. And it worked halfway because you got another runner in scoring position. So here's Blackston. Line and pitch. Fastball. A little bit up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Well, that's too bad. I mean, Blake ran Lang back to third, but maybe a little bit too close to the bag once he threw to Monday. Monday applied the tag, but it was late. Swag and a miss and a fastball. The count is level to Blackston, the 8th place hitter in this lineup from the right side. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down, 2 on. 1-0 Beat Diggers, bottom 4. The pitch. Fastball outside. That was off the plate. It's 2-1. Blake gets a sign from the dugout, lays it down. And the 2-1 offering. Fastball, a strike at the knees. On the outer half, it's 2-2. And Blake has got to be a wall back there to prevent the tying run from scoring. 2-2 pitch, and that is in the dirt. He was a wall right there on that breaking ball that was nowhere close. 3-2 to Brandon Blackston. With 2 down and 2 on in the 4th inning. Maris will wind up. Payoff pitch. Swing! A miss on a fastball at the knees. And the inning is over. The Beat Diggers get out of another jam. No runs, no hits, 1 Beat Digger error and 2 men left. 4 complete in Keensburg. Brush 1. Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back in Keensburg. We're in the top of the 5th inning. The Beat Diggers are clinging to a 1-0 lead over these Weld Central Rebels. And they are trying to solve right-hander Matt Begler, who's allowed just 2 hits, as has Gregory Maris, by the way. Both hits allowed by Begler in the first inning. Jesus Cardenas hit into a 1-6-3 double play. Fastball, a strike on the outer half of the knees. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Cardenas. Wind and pitch. Swing and a miss on a ball that was away. It's 0-2. This might be one of the better pitchers. Not might be. It is one of the better pitchers the Beat Diggers have faced all season. Begler has got to be the Weld Central ace. And the 0-2. Swing and foul tip into the glove of Dunham, and it's strike 3. 1 down for Tyler Monday, who had a base hit in his opening at bat. And right now, Matt Begler is throwing some BBs. The pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball. Begler has struck out 5 in the game. 0-1. You got to start early against this guy. And the offering, and hit in the air on the right side. The first baseman in foul territory cannot spot it, as Leachman could not make the play. It's just strike 2 to Tyler Monday. And Begler nearly has a 2-to-1 strike-to-ball ratio, 33 strikes and 17 balls. No balls and 2 strikes. Wind and pitch. The Brender is strike 3, and let's see if he's got to complete the strikeout. No, Dunham caught it in the air, apparently. Strikeout number 6 for Matt Begler. 2 down in the 5th for Dylan Acosta. Acosta has grounded out to the first baseman. He is 0 for 1. Wind and offering. Fastball is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Both of Brush's hits came in the early going. The double by Garcia, the single later on by Monday. Swung on. That ball is driven foul off to the right. The count is leveled at 1 ball and 1 strike at 1305 Edison Street in Brush. CNC Auto Parts is your local Napa Auto Parts store. And the 1-1, and that is low and away with a heater. Ball 2, strike 1 to Dylan Acosta. Wind and pitch, swing and a miss on another fastball. And the count is at 2-2. Here's the wind and pitch. Curveball is swung on, grounded slowly to third. Woodward to his left, charges, throws, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Matt Begler. We have played 4.5 innings in Keensburg. The Beat Diggers lead the Rebels 1-0 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's go to the bottom of the 5th inning. The Beat Diggers are holding on to a 1-0 lead. Will it last? That's the question right now, because Matt Begler has been very effective for Weld Central, and Gregory Maris has gotten out of about 3 jams here for the Beat Diggers, including in the last 2 frames. Rodrigo Flores will hit for Weld Central. He was hit by a pitch, the opening pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball at the letters. And it's 0-1. Flores from the right side, hitting 9th in this lineup. Swung on, fouled off to the right. The count is at 0-2. Maris has struck out just 1 in the game, and he's walked 1. No balls, 2 strikes to the second baseman, Rodrigo Flores. Wind and pitch. Swung on, grounded right back to Maris. Nice stab by the Beat Digger pitcher as he throws to first. There's 1 down. And again, you got to play the defense when you can't do it offensively. That'll bring up Tommy Vestal. He's walked and hit into a fielder's choice. And that fielder's choice, I think that was at 5. Yeah, that was at 5-6-2 double play, where Monday dropped the ball. Rosenbrock grabbed it, stepped on third, for one out for the fourth and through to the plate, and Blake applied the tag. Swing and a miss on a fastball on the outer half thigh high. It's 0-1. Maris gets the sign from Blake. Wide and the 0-1 offering. Swung on and fouled straight back. And looks like Gregory's getting into a rhythm. No balls and 2 strikes. The Beatdiggers scored their run in the first inning. Eric Garcia doubled, advanced to third on Mitch Tormolen's ground out, and scored on a pass ball. 0-2. Swung on and popped up on the right side. Tormolen in foul territory makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Beatdiggers could use more of those. Some easy outs. Here is Tyler Schaefer, who was hit into a fielder's choice and reached on an error. Here's the wind and pitch. The sidearm fastball is a strike, a swinging strike, and it's 0-1. And Maris is effective from various angles when he wants to be. And that was an outstanding pitch. The 0-1 offering. Fastball is just a little bit low. The Beatdigger fans thought it was strike 2. Instead, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 down in the bottom of the 5th inning. Brush 1, Weld Central nothing in Keensburg as the wind is picked up on a sunny Tuesday. And the offering. And that bender's in the dirt, little side armor. Ball 2, strike 1. And Schaefer awaits the 2-1. Swing and a foul and a pitch up in the zone. And the count is level at 2-2. Both teams have only 2 hits in the game. The Rebels, though, have stranded 5. The Beatdiggers have stranded 2. Wine and offering. Outside with a fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Tyler Schaefer. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count remains at 3-2. Follow us pitch by pitch once again at KSIRsports.com. A detailed pitch-by-pitch account of this game and of all the games. Fail pitch, and the curveball is up and away. It's a walk. The second issued by Maris as Kyle Woodward will step in. Woodward has popped to center and is grounded to third. And that was a big play. Even though Monday struggled at third today, he did make a big play there with the bases loaded and 2 down to retire Woodward in that troublesome third inning. Short lead at first. Maris delivers. Swung on, driven deep to center field. Acosta's way back. He settles under it and makes the catch. That ball must have been hit off the end of the bat. And that's the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 complete. The score, Brush 1, Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. We have played less than 1 hour of baseball, and we're already in the 6th inning. The Beatdiggers lead the Weld Central Rebels 1-0. And the Beatdiggers against right-hander Matt Begler have generated 2 hits, but none since the first inning. And here is Gregory Maris. Will step in. He is 0 for 2. It's fanned twice, the pitch. And that one bounced all the way to the screen. Actually, the Beatdiggers had 1 hit in the first and 1 in the second, so let me correct that. They've been hitless for the last 3 innings. Maris does lead the team with 15 walks, 1-0. Fastball is low. And once he gets on base, he scores. 2 balls and no strikes. Maris awaits the 2-0 from the right-hander Begler. Fastball is low again, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes. Here's the wind and pitch. Fastball is outside. And Maris walks on 4 pitches. Here is Eric Garcia, who has doubled and struck out swinging. And he knows from his previous at-bat he's got to lay off the high cheese, because he swung at 2 pitches up at the letter and couldn't catch up. However, if he gets a hold of one, it looks pretty shallow in right field. But then again, after the ball that was just hit to end the bottom half of the 5th inning, looked like it was hit pretty well, and Acosta made a routine play. The stretch. Mr. Garcia squaring the bunt and lays it foul behind the plate. Not a bad idea. The Beat Diggers needing to play some small ball, considering that the offense has been limited. No balls and one strike to the Beat Digger left fielder. In the top of the sixth inning, the Beat Diggers scored their lone run in the first. No matter what your loan needs, stop by High Plains Bank, 502 Central Avenue in Wiggins. Also inquire about checking and savings accounts as well as CDs at High Plains Bank in Wiggins. 0-1. And he bunts it up the first base side, fielded by the pitcher Begler, throws to first. And there is one down. The sacrifice is successful, 1-3 by Eric Garcia. And in scoring position is Gregory Maris. There's Mitch Tormolin, who was grounded out and struck out. He is 0 for 2. A second run here would be huge, considering it's only a 1-0 game. Stretch and pitch. Swung on, driven to right field. That one is going to be caught out there. Maris is going to tag up. He will head to third as Brandon Blackston makes the play on that line drive off the bat of Mitch Tormolin, who is now 0 for 3. And Kyle Rosenbrock will hit. He has walked and grounded to short. And Rosenbrock has been red hot lately. The stretch. The pitch. Swear, going to mess with a fastball just above the knees. It's 0-1. Beat Digger shortstop behind in the count at 0-1. The offering. Swung on line. Down the left field line. Scoring is Gregory Maris, and Rosenbrock has come through. And the Beat Diggers now lead the game by a score of 2-0. The 13th run batted in of the season by Kyle Rosenbrock on that scorcher down the left field line. And for the Beat Diggers, only their third hit of the game, but who cares? They've got a multiple run advantage. Trevor Blake is grounded out twice to the left side. The pitch and a check swing. Did he go on the fastball upstairs? It's going to be called a ball as they check with a second base umpire. Kyle Woodward really didn't have a shot at third base as hard as Rosenbrock hit that baseball. 1-0 pitch and a check swing foul off to the right. Watch out over there. It's 1-1. That's a hard Begler throwing. That was a check swing, and that ball was hit pretty well. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 in, 2 down. In the top of the sixth inning, Brush 2, Weld Central nothing. The pitch swung on and fouled into the air on the third base side. Woodward over makes the catch on that half swing, and the inning is over. But the Beat Diggers score a run on 1 base hit, no errors, and a man left. We have played 5.5 in Keensburg. The score: Brush 2, Weld Central nothing on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, the Rebels have had their opportunities, but trail Brush 2-0 in the bottom of the sixth inning. And it was over a week ago that Weld Central defeated Platte Valley here in Keensburg 2-1. Then they lost to Berthoud on Saturday here 4-0. So in the last 18 innings, Weld Central at home has scored just 2 runs. But they certainly, like I said, they've had their chances here against Brush right-hander Gregory Maris, who has thrown 67 pitches, 42 for strikes. Matt Begler has grounded out to Rosenbrock and reached on an error. Line and pitch, swung on and fisted foul off to the right. And it's 0-1. Maris looking to go the distance. 6 outs away from picking up the Beat Diggers' 6th straight win. 0-1. Swung on and fouled. Boy, that pitch was above the letters. Begler helping out his counterpart. No balls and 2 strikes. Maris gets a sign from Blake. Wine in the 0-2. Swung on, fouled on the ground up the third base side. Count remains at no balls and 2 strikes to Matt Begler, the first hitter here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Wine and offering. Swung on, grounded up the middle. Rosenbrock to his left has got it. The shortstop throws to first, and there's the out. As Begler is retired. And Rosenbrock's defense has been incredible this game. 1 down for Court Dunham, who has grounded to Rosenbrock and been hit by a pitch. At 502 Ensign in downtown Fort Morgan, the place to shop for all of your appliance needs is B&B Appliance, a member of the Brand Source Retail Program. Wine and pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball just below belt level at 0-1. Here's the wine and offering. Swing and a miss. Another fastball, belt level. 0-2. Harris gets the sign. And the 0-2. Swung on, grounded to Rosenbrock at short. He's got it. Sets, throws, and offline. Safe as Dunham. That'll be an error on the Beatdigger's shortstop. The throw is up the first base side. That's too bad because his defense has been very good. And now the tying runs at the plate, and Cole Leachman, who has grounded to short and popped to second. And for the Beatdiggers, unfortunately, they've committed all three errors in this game, but they lead 2-0. The pitch swung on and foul straight back. It's 0-1. Yeah, that was certainly not an easy play for Rosenbrock, but a good throw would have nailed Leachman. No balls, one strike in the bottom of the sixth inning. If the Beatdiggers win this game, they can finish no lower than second place, or at least in a tie for second in the Patriot League. And the offering. Curveball is right there for a strike on the inner half thigh high, and it's 0-2. And this is game number 18 for Brush. If you haven't checked this out, pitch by pitch, go to KSIRsports.com. Leachman awaits the 0-2 pitch. Here it is. The bender's in the dirt, blocked by Blake. Runner takes off for second, and he's going to be in there as Dunham slides in head first. It's a wild pitch thrown by Gregory Mares, allowing Dunham to advance. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Weld Central looking for their first run at home in 2 games. Mares looks back to pitch. Fastball up and in. And the count is at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. And a 2-run advantage for Brush. Blake lays down the sign. And the offering. Swung on and fouled straight back. Challenged him with a fastball. And the count remains at 2-2. Nice crowd for this game in Keansburg. It'll be another 2-2 pitch to Leachman. And here it is. Curveball is up and in. Boy, this is dangerous. You don't want to put the tying run on the base paths. Now when it's the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 to Leachman with Jordan Jones on deck. The stretch. And the 3-2. Fouled straight back again. This will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Now, when Maris can't get the fastball by an opposing hitter, sometimes he changes up. It'll be another 3-2 to Cole Leachman. Maris looks back, and the pitch swung on and fouled back again. That is the 4th foul ball that Leachman has hit during this sequence. Here comes the 9th pitch of the at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Off of second is Dunham with 1 out in the 6th. Maris delivers. Curveball is lined towards right field. That is a base hit. It's headed for the fence. Soto will cut it off. He'll get the ball back in, holding the hitter to a single, but scoring is Dunham on the RBI by Cole Leachman. And it's Brush 2, Weld Central 1. And Weld Central scores their first run at home in 2 games. And we'll have a courtesy runner. That'll be Quinn once again in there for Weld Central. And Jones is singled and grounded into a fielder's choice. He is 1 for 2. And eventually, with all the opportunities Weld Central had, they were going to cash in, and they have here in the bottom of the sixth inning. But the Beat Diggers still have the one-run edge. So Jones will settle in as soon as the umpire updates the scorecard there. With one out. Here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Committed to serving those in production. Ag, Premier Farm Credit, is the gold standard in ag lending. The stretch by Maris. Looks into Jones. And the pitch. And the bender's in the dirt. Throw back to first. Back in standing is Quinn. 1 ball and no strikes. Blake has already thrown out a base runner stealing earlier in the game. Stretch by Maris. And the 1-0 swung on and lifted to right field. Daniel Soto is back, still going back shy of the track. He will make the catch. Retreating to first is Quinn. And there's 2 down in the bottom of the sixth inning. 2 down for Brandon Blackston. Well, check that. We'll have a pinch hitter. And this will be Zach Ryberg. Getting in this position in the lineup for Blackston. Ryberg, a right-handed hitter for Weld Central. With 2 down in the bottom of the sixth. And the Beat Diggers holding on to this 2-1 lead. Rush plays their regular season finale on Thursday at home, starting at 4 o'clock right here on 1010, as well as KSIR.com against the Berthoud Spartans, the team that defeated Weld Central here on Saturday 4-0. Beat Diggers have had more of a challenge. Of course, they are facing the ace and Matt Begler. Stretch by Maris. Pitch to Ryberg, and the bender blocked by Blake. 1 ball and no strikes, and Blake has been very good behind the plate today. About a 2-step lead at first, if even that for Quinn. Blake lays down the sign. And the 1-0 pitch to Ryberg. Fastball is up and away. 2-0. And Ryberg occupying the 8th slot in the lineup. You don't want to get to the heart of the order. You got to get him out. That fastball is low. 3-0. Three balls and no strikes to Ryberg. He will undoubtedly be taking here. And the offering, that's low. A 4-pitch walk. First and second for Maris. That's the 3rd walk he's issued. Another courtesy runner there for Weld Central as Rodrigo Flores is about to step in. And Brandon Blackston, who was hit for there, has re-entered. Flores was hit by a pitch and grounded back to the mound. He is 0 for 1. And let's see, the home plate umpire clarifying who's at first base, but that's Blackston, who was hit for and now is re-entered. So this is a big hitter for Maris. Gregory has thrown 89 pitches so far, 56 for strikes. But the last 4 have been out of the zone. And if the Beat Diggers are to win this game, they'll have to face more than likely the heart of the order coming up in the 7th. Hopefully after Maris retires Flores. 2-1 brush in the 6th. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right. The ball hit a long way, but well foul. And it's 0-1. The Beat Diggers scored their runs in the 1st and 6th innings. And Weld Central here in the bottom half of the frame is countered. No balls and 1 strike. At second is Quinn. At first is Blackston. Maris gets the sign. And the 0-1. Curveball is right there for a strike on the inner half, thigh high, and it's 0-2. Well, if you're a senior right-hander, you've got Flores where you want him now. He is vulnerable at 0-2. Nothing too juicy in the strike zone here. The pitch swung on, line foul off to the right. Look out. Count remains at 0-2. I don't know why I say look out. They're not going to hear me from here. Runners take their leads. Now he tried to jam him with a fastball there, and Flores fought it off. And the 0-2 offering. Curveball is fouled straight back. Remains at 0-2. Cole Leachman's RBI single drove in Cord Dunham as Weld Central has broken through for a run here in the bottom of the sixth to cut the Beat Digger lead in half. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The pitch. Swing! I'm missing a fastball away. And the inning is over. Only the second strikeout for Maris, but that was a huge one in this inning. 1 run for Weld Central on 1 hit. A Beat Digger error and 2 men left. 6 complete in Keysburg. Nail-biting time. Brush 2. Weld Central 1 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's go to the 7th inning in Keensburg. Brush 2, Weld Central 1. Ryan Hirschfeld has walked and lined to center. He is 0 for 1 in the game against his right-hander, Matt Begler. Line and pitch. Fastball is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Only 69 pitches thrown by Begler. The Beat Diggers have been aggressive at times. Line and offering. Swung on, driven into the left center field gap, and that's going to hit the fence on a couple of hops. Hirschfeld is around first. He's into second with a leadoff double in the 7th, and that's the 4th hit by the Beat Diggers in the game, and that thing was scorched by the leading hitter on this roster, Ryan Hirschfeld. Jesus Cardenas has grounded out and struck out swinging, as he will bat for the Beat Diggers, who are looking for an insurance run after Weld Central scored in the bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch squaring the bunt, and it's outside with a fastball. 1 ball and no strikes. Beckler has struck out 6 and walked 3 in the game. 1-0, squaring the bunt, and he pops it foul off to the right. And up against the fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eaton has already clinched the Patriot League title, but if the Beat Diggers win today, and on Thursday they finish in 2nd place, and I would think a 13-6 record, same as a year ago, they would secure a top 8 seed in a district semifinal a week from Saturday at Sunset Baseball Field. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, nobody out. Hirschfeld in scoring position. The pitch squaring to bunt, and he fouls it back. Cardenas will now have to swing away at 1-2. And Weld Central had an issue trying to play small ball in the early going. And Gregory Maris turned it into a 1-6 force out. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Curveball is outside. Count is level at 2-2. The sun is broken through now. Looks like it's in the right fielder's face. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, tap foul right behind the plate. The count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Beat Digger DH, or check at the second baseman. Two balls and 2 strikes. Dunham lays down the sign, and Begler delivers. Curveball is grounded to the second baseman. An easy play for Flores. Throws to first for the out. However, Hirschfeld advances to third, and there's 1 down. And here's a huge at-bat for Tyler Monday, who has singled and struck out swinging. Monday at one time was hitting under 200, but he had a huge game last Thursday against Platte Valley. The pitch, fastball is on the outside corner for a strike. Monday, including today, hitting .255, and he's driven in 9. The stretch. The pitch swung on and grounded to the second baseman. Heading home is Hirschfeld to throw to first for Flores. The out is recorded. And a big run driven in by Tyler Monday. And the Beat Diggers now lead the game 3-1. Huge RBI for Monday in this very low-scoring game. His 10th of the year. The pitch to Dylan Acosta. Swag and a miss on a fastball above the letters. It's 0-1. Acosta has grounded out twice to the second baseman and to the shortstop Vestal. Swing and a miss. He's not going to hit that one. Way above the letters. It's 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to the Beatdigger center fielder. The pitch swung on, fouled off to the right. That pitch was lower in the zone. That's a pitch that Acosta can catch up to. The Beatdiggers with single runs in the first, 6th, and 7th. Weld Central scored their run in the bottom of the 6th. And the 0-2 offering. The bender is in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the senior center fielder for Brush. Matt Begler, the right-hander, delivers. Swung on and fouled back. He shortened up that swing on a ball up in the zone again. The count remains at 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Begler stretching a little bit behind the rubber. And the pitch. Curveball swung on and missed. And the inning is over. But the Beatdiggers pick up an insurance run. They do it on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left. To the bottom of the 7th after the break. Brush 3. Weld Central 1 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The story of this game is missed opportunities for Weld Central. The Beatdiggers have stranded 3 and have scored 3 runs. Weld Central scored a run and left 8 on base. As Gregory Maris, who has thrown 94 pitches, will attempt to go the distance, working on a 3-hitter, facing the top of the order here. Tommy Vestal, who's walked, grounded into a fielder's choice, and popped out to Mitch Tormullen. He is 0 for 2 in the game. Line and pitch. Swung on and fouled back as the Weld Central dugout begins some chatter over there. No balls and 1 strike. Trying to get that tying run to the plate. Oh, and 1 to Vestal. Line and pitch. Breaking ball has popped up into foul territory. And let's see if Mitch Tormullen has a play, and he does! Right up against the fence on the Beatdigger dugout. And there's 1 down. That is a huge out to begin the bottom of the 7th inning. I mean, maybe another inch or 2, and that would have been either off the top of the dugout or out of play. 1 down for Tyler Schaefer. Bunted into a fielder's choice, reached on an air, and walked. He is 0 for 2. The pitch. Fastball is outside and a little bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Maris looking to even his record at 3-3 on the year. The offering. Fastball a strike on the inner half at the knees. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. The left-hander hitting Schaefer awaits the pitch. Swung on line, foul off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and coming up will be the 100th pitch thrown by the senior right-hander. Schaefer digs back in. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a bender. Strike 3. And strikeout number 3 in the game for Gregory Maris. 2 down for Kyle Woodward. Woodward has popped to center twice and grounded out. He is 0 for 3 in the game. The line by Maris. The pitch inside on the side armor. Took something off it. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And Gregory delivers. A strike. Looked like the same location on that sidearm fastball. It's 1-1 on the inside corner at the knees. Well, it is a game of inches, sometimes a milli-inch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Woodward. With 2 down, nobody on in the 7th. The pitch swung on and fisted towards the shortstop, Rosenbrock, on 1 hop. Long throw to first, and that's going to be late. Woodward beat it out. A bang-bang play at first. And it's an infield hit for Weld Central, their 4th of the game. And the tying runs at the plate. And here's Matt Begler, and I think that was a good call. It was right there, but there's no doubt that Woodward was safe. Begler has grounded out, reached on an air, and grounded out again. He is 0 for 3. He can tie the game with a big one. The pitch, fastball is up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So both pitchers attempting to go the distance on a 4-hitter. But the Beat Diggers have the 2-run advantage. Mayers pitches, swung on, grounded to third. Monday plays off his chest, and he can't pick up the ball. Holy mahongas. His 3rd error of the game. Oh, a routine play for Monday, and he couldn't make it. You got to take your time, and he tried to rush that completely. Now the winning run is at the plate in Cord Dunham. Here comes John Hirschfeld. But there's nothing he could tell Maris. Maris has thrown the pitches to end this game, and it hasn't happened. Yeah, Monday's just got to settle down at third and not rush things. He had an easy play there, and we'll have Alan Lang running at first base for Weld Central. The Beat Diggers have committed 4 errors as a team in the game. Weld Central's played errorless baseball. Well, let's see if Gregory Maris can bail out the third baseman. Here's Cord Dunham. 0 for 2. He grounded out, was hit by a pitch, and reached on an error. A ball in the gap would tie this game. The stretch by Maris. And the pitch to Dunham. Swung on, grounded is short. Rosenbach plays it off his chest, and he flips to second, and the ball sails by. Gotten us towards right field. Tormolen will back it up. A run will score, and to third base is going to be Lang. The Beat Diggers now have committed 5 errors. That was on Rosenbach on the errant flip. And it's now 3-2. Wow. So first and third. And here is Cole Leachman, who is grounded out, popped up, and singled. Well, obviously that run is unearned. Beat Diggers have had 3 opportunities to get the final out. An infield hit and back-to-back errors. The stretch. Pitch to Cole Leachman. Swung on and fouled back. It's 0-1. And now Maris has got to think about throwing that curveball, but keep in mind that if Blake can't block it, a wild pitch could score the tying run. 3-2 Brush here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners at first and third with 2 down. And the pitch to Leachman, and that is low and away with a fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. 108 pitches thrown in the game by Maris, and 14 so far in this inning, but he should have thrown maybe 5 or 6 fewer. And the 1-1, and that's in the dirt, but swung on and blocked by Blake. 1-2. Leachman completely fooled on about a 58-footer. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 1 run across in the bottom of the 7th inning in Keensburg. Blake lays down the sign. And Maris delivers. Curveball is in the dirt. 2-2. Well, yeah, this could determine whether the Beat Diggers finish in second place. They got to get this man out. The 2-2 to Leachman. Swung on, popped foul, out of play. Off to the right. We played 5 innings of baseball in 58 minutes, but the last 2 innings have been very agonizing on both sides. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, 1 in. Beat Diggers 3, Rebels 2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Cole Leachman awaits the pitch. That is up and away. 3-2. And the ball got away, but Gondanas backing up. Boy, you got to be careful there. You don't want that third run to score. I mean, Brush's defense in this game has been poor once again with the 5 errors, even though they've made some good plays. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Leachman. A ball in the gap would win it for Weld Central. Let's see if Maris can punch him out. And the fake throw, and now, if Tormolen was covering first, they might have had a pickoff there. But normally you don't cover him and hold the man at first there with a runner at third with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th, so he wasn't doing that. Here's a big pitch coming up to Leachman. The 3-2. Fouled straight back. Holy mahungus. Another pitch is coming up to Leachman with Jordan Jones on deck. Brush had 2 out and nobody on with a 3-1 lead. An infield single and 2 errors have followed. Brush yesterday survived, beating Resurrection Christian 7-6 with a 4-run bottom of the 7th inning. Now they're on the field as opposed to being at the plate. It'll be another 3-2 pitch to the right-handed hitting Cole Leachman, who is 1 for 3 in the game with an RBI single in the 6th inning. Maris gets the sign. And the payoff pitch. Swinging on it! What a breaking ball! And Leachman strikes out, and the game is over. Holy mahungus, and the Bee Diggers win by a score of 3-2. In the 7th, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and 2 men left. Brush 3, Weld Central 2. It's a 2-minute break on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome to the Bee Digger Post-Game Show, brought to you by Buildings by Design. The most important thing to buying a new building or starting a new design-build project is picking the right company to build it. For a free bid, call Pat Walter or Travis Lefebvre, 970-842-5837. You can visit them on the web at buildingsbydesign.com. The Bee Diggers defeat the Weld Central Rebels by a score of 3-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, 5 errors, and 3 left on base for Brush. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 10 left on base for Weld Central. The winning pitcher was Gregory Maris. He improves to 3-3. And the loss went to the hard-throwing right-hander Matt Begler. Time of the game, 1 hour and 35 minutes. Bee Diggers grabbed a 1-0 lead on a pass ball, which scored Eric Garcia, who had doubled in the first. And then Brush extended the lead to 2-0 on Kyle Rosenbrock's 2-out single in the 6th inning. Back came Weld Central as Cole Leachman delivered an RBI single, making it 2-1 going into the 7th, but Ryan Hirschfeld led off with a double and later scored on a 1-out groundout by Tyler Monday, making it 3-1. And then with 2 out and nobody on for Weld Central, an infield hit was followed by 2 Bee Digger errors, but then Gregory Maris picked up a strikeout to win this game, to end this game of Cole Leachman, and the Bee Diggers survive with a 3-2 victory. The Bee Diggers have won 6 in a row, and they're now sitting at 8-2 in Patriot League play, secure right now in 2nd place. And Weld Central drops to 6-4 in league play, and they are 8-10 on the season. And the Bee Diggers close out the regular season on Thursday at home against the Berthoud Spartans at 4 o'clock right here on 1010, as well as KSIR.com. Nuggets and Lakers coming up tonight on 1010, starting at 8:30 with pregame at 8:05. Our sound engineer and producer of Bee Digger Baseball has been Rose Condis. I'm John Beltran. The final score from Keensburg: Brush 3, Weld Central 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.